Okay, there we are. Wasn't showing that I was live. Hi guys, I know it's been a while. I am going to try our core WOD workout today. You will need a chair or couch nearby. I also will provide modifications for you. At any time, if you start to feel too much tension in your back, ease off and do the modified version, or you can choose to skip it altogether. And another option is to always go into a modified plank on your knees or on your toes if you're struggling with your back issues. You can always go into that plank. Today I will be providing music, but it is royalty-free music. It's not the best, but it will help us from getting blocked. We're going to start on our back today. If you're just now joining me, make sure you have a chair or couch nearby, maybe an eye shot view so you can get there. Things will be timed. I will give you a heads up that there may be some exercises that I will cease movement or modify completely. I will let you know if I'm modifying. You do not need to follow me. I will always start the movement and try to continue the best I can, going at the pace I can for my back. These are timed again, so I will let you know when the interval's over if I've had to stop. We're going to roll back on our backs nice and slowly. Pull those abdominals in, stabilizing the pelvis, and begin to just roll down. Slowly resting our head on the floor. Extend your legs out nice and long. Put those arms overhead. Take a nice big reach. Arching through the back, letting that pelvic empty forward. And then slowly pull those abdominals in. Walk your feet underneath your knees and back to the mat. Now let's take our arms down to the sides of our body, pull those abdominals in, create that scoop out. So I'm wanting that pelvic neutral. We're gonna hold, pressing our back into the floor. Hold, nice deep breath in. As you exhale, go ahead and release, arching through your back. Again, pull those abdominals in, taking out the space of that arch. Pelvis is in neutral. Abdominals are starting to tighten and warm up. And release. Unleash that. Rolling through. Kind of create some movement with your knees, side to side. Feet are wide. You can drop them all the way, or you can be a little kinder to your back here during the warm-up and just allow those knees to stay a little higher off the ground. We are stretching through the deep muscles of the back, the multifidus, psoas, erector spinae here. All right, last one. Let's bring those knees in, one knee at a time. Pull in gently to your chest, rock that head up. Looking between the thighs, pull those shoulders down away from your ears. Nice neck stretch here, as well as back. Slowly set those feet on the floor. We're going to raise our legs up, pointing the toes to the sky. You just noticed you can't see my toes. That's a problem. My toes are pointed. This is flexed. This is pointed. I want them pointed. We're going to roll that torso up, looking our gaze between our legs or in the middle of our legs. Squeeze those thighs together nice and tight. Roll down. And we're going to take it right back up. Pull those abs in. Scoop into that pelvic neutral. And roll down. Two more just like this. Roll it up. Hold, looking between those legs. Can someone comment if I'm too dark? It seems like my light has just changed. Go ahead and roll down. One more. Roll it up. Hold. Pulling those abs in nice and tight. And release. Rolling down to the floor. Drop that right knee into the chest. If you can, extend that left leg out. Look at both feet. Pull those abs in. Go a little higher if you can. Inhale, and as you exhale, switch. For the back, you can always modify and take this leg 45 degrees, which I am going to do. Maybe a little lower than 45. That's what my body's allowing me to do. Two more right here. Pull it in. And last one, set the feet down on the mat. Give me a nice windshield wiper side to side. A gentle rock through those hips. All right, we're going to start our rock. You can place your hands on the outsides of the shins. We're still in our warm-up, guys. Take it nice and easy. Pull those abs in. Either grab behind the thighs or the shins and kind of begin to rock. Rocking up and down. Staying tight through those abs. This isn't just a casual, let's have fun and rock and roll. Hold at the top here on your next swing. Set up nice and tall. Cross over those ankles. I'm going to do a spin about, but I'm going to show you coming onto those ankles, roll forwards, and come up onto all fours. I will spin around. All four position, knees are directly beneath the hips. Hands are under the shoulders. Begin to move through the spine, creating a nice cat pose. Hold there at the top. You can kind of shift through those hips, get a nice little stretch if that feels good. And then come back down, moving through cow position, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. I want you to take 3 or 4 more at your own breath and your own time. All right, we're going to go into some T openers. Just going to take a moment here, give me 4 T openers. Place the fingertips gently behind the head, behind the ear. We're going to drop that elbow down to that left arm and gently open it up. The first one should kind of be a test. I'm going to limit my rotation, but I would like to see if you can get that elbow up in line with the shoulder. I'm limiting mine to right here. Keep those abdominals in. Try to stabilize through that pelvis. Last one, so we don't have a big shift in the pelvis. Left fingertips goes behind the ears, behind the head. Right arm is straight. Bring that left elbow down. Open up. What are your abs doing? They should be nice and tight and engaged. And release right here. All right, we're going to go into a kneeling airplane position. I would like to position you close to a chair or a couch for this. As I said, we still are in our warm-up, but we're going to start increasing that warm-up into our workout and start our intervals shortly. The first position is going to be a kneeling airplane pose. We're going to pull our abdominals in. We're going to incline the hips back, but they are not resting back on the heels. They're shifted back. You can have your arms here, or you can have your arms here. Mine are going to be in this position, pressing those palms up. Pull the triceps or the inside of the arms towards the rib cage. Chin is facing down in front of your mat. Now I want you to feel as though you're going to tip forward. So you're constantly fighting that balance. Abs are in, we're engaging from the pelvis up. Everything is tight. Fight for that balance. If you're back here in comfortable zone, you're not feeling much. I want your abs on fire. I want your arms tightening up. Shoulders are starting to feel tense. Back may start feeling a little tight. Come on, we have 8 seconds to go. 2 and 1. Set back on those heels, kind of roll those shoulders. The next exercise, I want you to pay close attention to what your body feels like. If you're not using a chair and you're not using a couch, you're going to lift the knees off the floor in a bear plank position. They're not going to lift off too far. You're going to hover them above the ground, pulling those abs in, pelvic tilt slightly under, slight or a rounding of the back. If you're going to use a chair, you're going to place your left thigh on that chair. Bend that leg. So I've got a nice 90-degree angle at the left knee. Make sure your hands are directly beneath your shoulders. We're going to push up and even out our hips, which will bring this right knee off of the floor. I do not want the hips open or sinking in any direction. Engage those abs. You notice my pelvis is tilted slightly under, and I'm working intensely through those abs. And I'm working that hip flexor by pressing that thigh into the chair. Keep your head in line with your spine. You've got 5 seconds. Slowly lower down. Release through those abs. So when I talk about hips being squared up, I don't want to see this. So I have that twist in my spine. Everything should be, the hips are facing the floor. Switch for me. Right thigh into that chair. lift up. Pull those abs in, left knee is floating, curling that pelvis slightly. We are engaged intensely through that low section. Slow, intense work, heating up for our workout, preparing our body for what's to come. 4, 3, 2, lower down slowly, release off of that chair. Walk the hands out, prepare to set back into child's position, sinking through those hips. Walk those hands up. You want to stretch out those wrists a little bit. Pull those fingertips back towards the forearm. All right, shake it out. Our intervals today will be 45 seconds on. We will start with a 5-second change and transition. Our first series will be more of a total abdominal exercise. We start my timer. We're going to start on a 5-second transition. I'll show you what we're going to do. Let's roll down to our back. You're going to extend your legs, pointing the toes. This is flexing. I want point. Draw those thighs together. So you have an option. You can keep your legs up here, or you can bring the feet to the floor. It's up to you. We will begin with our fingertips behind our head. If you need to create a little hammock here for your skull to pull up, release off that neck, this is all we're going to do. You got 5 seconds to get into position, and then we will start. I'm going to turn the music up a little bit. 45 seconds on. Let's go. Nice and controlled. Pull those abs into the floor. Do not let off of that pelvis. Stabilize everything. Even though we're moving the torso, we should not be letting go of our abs at all. Remember, your modification would be to place these feet on the floor and minimize that range of motion with how much the torso is coming up off the floor. Our next motion will be just right out of this, but we're going to lower our legs and create movement with our lower body. 5-second transition. We will lower our legs and then curl up everything together. Begin. I am going to modify my leg lower. Notice I'm not dropping past 45 degrees. You can feel free to go lower if your back will allow it. So it's drop, together. Drop, together. You've got this. Hold on to that tension in the pelvis. Create that pelvic neutral before you lower, so everything stays tight and controlled. Come on, this should be heating up. I'm going to set one foot down. That is a modifier as well. Two seconds. Feet on the floor. Extend those legs. Curl the torso up. Palms face the floor. Begin to pump those arms. To make this more intense, lower those legs to 45 degrees. If it's too much, put the feet on the floor and create that tension here. Roll up. Come on. Get up there. Breathe. I'm going to set one foot down so I can drop one leg to 45. This is another modifier, but still using that leg rise. Come on. Don't give up. 10 seconds. You got it. Curl on up. You know after a while that torso lets off. Get up there. Pump. And rest. Feet come down on the floor. Windshield wiper. We've got that tripod or triplex of movements one more time through. Give me your best, guys. If you need to stop and reset, reset, but I want your best. It's Thursday. 5 seconds and we're starting from the top. Legs can be up. It'll be that nice slow crunch. Here we go. Where do you start the movement? You pull in those abdominals and then you raise your torso and you stabilize. If you don't feel that intensity when you raise up, then reset, pull the abs in and curl up. And you can take those legs off at any time if you think that that's where you're losing that pelvic stability. These should be intense. You should notice a difference just by being able to draw in and contract. We are going to move to the leg lowers with our torso crunch. You'll have a 5-second transition right here. Get ready. Legs up. Drop down and curl everything up and together. Down, together. You got this. Remember your modifications. Your feet can be on the floor at any time. 1 foot down, modify with 1 leg. If you find that you're just staying really low with your crunch, extend those arms and reach up. And you make it a little bit higher. Get out of that funk. But make sure that the pelvis stabilizes and you don't rock to one hip if you choose to do that. We're going to those palm pumps, arm pumps here in a moment. Feet down. Bring those legs right back up though. Get that torso up. Then begin to pump. Look between your legs. Even if your feet are on the floor, look between your legs. Make sure you're getting up there. We're not here unless you want to be. If you want to be at that lower end, go to the lower end. Pump, come on, get up there. Push that floor down even though you're not touching it. Breathe. You are not moving in your pelvis at all. Everything is glued into that floor and up. 3, 2, bring it down, roll it down slow. Windshield wiper those knees side to side. Wasn't bad, right? Good. It was great. I'm happy I was able to make it through, honestly. All right, we're gonna roll up. If you haven't done my Pilates class before, you may be new to this. Flex through the feet. My legs are straight. Arms are going to come overhead. Yeah, I need to move my chair out of the way. This doesn't work. Okay. Arms come over the head. We're going to pull those abdominals in. So notice I'm in that boat canoe position, but my legs aren't raised. And then I'm going to roll up and reach to my feet. All right? Still the 45 seconds. I'm trying to get a little. All right. When we roll down, we pull those abdominals in, so we're scooped up, and we begin to roll down nice and slow. Arms go above the head. You got it. We're going to add on to this 45 seconds of work, 5-second transition again. Get ready. Pull those abs in. Get the arms over your head. Flatten out that arch. Roll it up. Reach forward. Roll it down. Nice and controlled. I can't preach this enough. If you're throwing your back down, your modification is going to be to hold your thighs and walk yourself down and walk yourself up. All right? Another modification would be small little torso lifts right here at the bottom. I do not want you to throw your back to the floor. Reach. We're going to add on to this. I'll show you the add-on and then I'll show you the modification. This is your transition time. You're going to roll up, slowly grab that opposite leg, slowly drop it, roll down. Other side, roll up, grab that opposite leg, open that arm, keeping those abs tight the whole time. Modification is bent knee, walking yourself up, extend, and walking yourself back down. Holding on to the thighs. And if you cannot leg lift or twist, that's fine. You'll stay with the roll-ups. Come on, guys. Stay focused. It's not a time to move fast. It's a time to focus with control. Keep that intensity the entire time through those abs. If you're not feeling anything, you are not stabilizing, drawing in, and pulling those abdominals in every roll-up. Hold on. Roll it back. Grab onto both legs. We're gonna start our double leg rock and hold. You can always touch for balance. You can hold, touch, then begin your roll back, up. Find your balance, extend, touch, roll back. Your modification would be a knee rock and a hold. Knee rock, hold. If you're not getting it at all, but you want more intensity, you're not able to swing through those double lifts, hold your boat, roll it back up, boat, and then roll back. Choose what works best for you. Come on. It's not too much time. You don't get up there. Get up there the second time. Roll back slowly. Extend those legs. Going right through this again. Grab a quick drink if you need it. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, roll it up. Singles. Roll it down. Ignore that ding ding. I know what time it is. It's time to do a little extra work. 5 seconds of it, actually. I am going to modify. I'm staying here at the bottom, and I'm curling up. All we're doing is our roll-ups. Engaging those abs. Notice I'm taking that arch out as I roll up. Come on. 3, 2, adding the roll up with that rotation and leg grab. 4, 3, 2, let's go. Roll it up. I'm going to do this one slowly. Twist. Foot down. Roll down slow. Remember your modification. Will be bent knees here. Bent knee modification, walking up with the legs. Grab, roll it down. I'm staying right here. Stay with your roll-ups and your grab. We're going to change our last rocking series, and we're going to knee rock into boat. Let's go. Stay focused. In control. We're breathing nicely. Pull those knees in. We're going to rock up, hold, toes or feet off the floor. Find your balance. Extend those legs out. 2, 1, and rock. You can continue to hold that one, or you can give me a rock and maybe get back up. Find your balance and go into boat again. 3, 2, 1, let's rock. Up. Get that balance. 4, 3, 2, let's rock. Feel free to stay at the top and holding your boat. I'm breaking it up, adding that rock. Rock it out. Feet down, roll it down. Extend through those arms. Extend those legs. We've got one more series. Are you with me? I hope so. Come on. Come up on those all fours for me. We have a bear plank with shoulder taps. Now, I'm going to tell you, I will not be doing the taps because of the risk of dropping through my pelvis, not stabilizing and creating a rotation out my spine and my hip flexor. So, let me show you. I'll show you one time the option. It is that bear plank. Make sure your wrists are right beneath your shoulders. Lift those knees slightly off the floor. Notice hardly movement at all through the hips. It's freezing that lower body. Touch, touch. I'm not going to show you the swing, but if you notice you're swinging side to side with your knees in the air, you're going to stop immediately. I'm holding a bear plank. You always can join me at that holding the bear plank and no taps, or you can go right into those taps. All these next exercises are 30 seconds. Come on now, there'll be no break. So after our bear plank, we're going to go into a straight plank, pausing with the knee and alternating. Pause with that knee, alternating. Then we're dropping into a side bridge. Everyone knows this one. I'll give some alternative exercises as well. Here we go, no time to waste. Get up in that bear plank, pull those abs in. You should barely be above the ground. You should barely be above the ground here. Let's go. Look at those knees. If you could fit your wallet under there, you're too high. Pull those abs in. Curl under that pelvis. Chin is facing forward and down. Or you're touching and you're doing it carefully. 3, 2, 1, plank. Straight arm. Drive that right knee to right elbow. Pause. Send it back. Left knee to left elbow. Send it back. You got it. Control. We're not rushing this. Don't get sloppy. Your body says, I'm going to speed it up. No, it doesn't. It doesn't work like that. You control it. Abs are in. Butt is down. Release. Side bridge. Left forearm. Underneath. Open it up. Right hand is up above. Lift up out of that side bridge. Variation on the knee. Pull those abs in. If you want to create a little more rotation, reach under and open. I want no rotation for myself, but that can be a variance here. Let's go. Lift. Bring it down. Switch over to that right side. Come on, quit taking your time. Let's go. Get up on that forearm. Make sure it's under that elbow. Left arm is raised. Hips are up. They're up and stacked. We're not here. Get up there. Higher you get, the more force it requires. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Short break. Right into that bear claw again. Who's ready? I said bear claw. The bear plank on all fours. 4, 3, 2, let's go. Bear plank. Feel free to touch if you can control the pelvis. Pull those shoulders down away from your ears. Don't shrug. Get up there. Make everything work for you in this position. Nothing is void of working here. Pull those abs in, engage. We're headed into plank with a knee from this. 3, 2, 1. Come down. Get up. I'm going up on fists. Give my wrist a break. Right knee, right elbow. Drive through those hips. Alternate. Pause. Release. Pause. Release. You got it. I'm putting my foot down. You can keep that knee hanging. I'm modifying on this one, starting to feel it a little more in my back. Hip flexor, come down. Side bridge, left elbow. Come up, let's go. Either up on both legs or on knees. Lift through that rib cage. Gotta do knees, gotta do knees. Or you can be on your knees. Straight body. I don't want you leaning forward. I want you leaning back. Pull it up from the floor. And down, other side. Right forearm. Woo! Lift it up. Come on. You got this. And down. What? All right, I'm all about a good finisher. We're going to finish with some side glutes. And if you're lucky, we may have one more ab finisher. I'm going to start on your left side. Left elbow directly beneath that left shoulder. If you're tired and you want to lay down completely, please do so. Here we go. Lift up through those abs. Send that right leg out. We're going with small little lifts. Just control. See how my arm sits? I'm not lifting much further above my hip. It's right here. Put that arm up there. Add a little pressure. Are you pulling it through your abs? Is the pelvis stable? Are you leaning back? Are you leaning forward? You should be stacked. You should be pulling those abs and controlling that pelvis. Now, point the toes of that right leg. Small circles forward. We're not resting down here, but if you need to go to this level, perfectly okay. Don't rock those hips. We're circling forward in small circles like we're drawing with that big toe. Take those circles backwards. It's like we're drawing a circle on the wall with our big toe, pointing. Now I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. I want you to stay up there if you can. Now set that leg down. Reset. Get high up in the rib cage. Right foot, right leg comes forward, kicks back. Where I will modify this for myself, I'm going to limit how far I kick back. If you kick back, you're going to lean forward and create a little movement there. I am not going to do that. I'm going to keep my hips stable, protecting my back. You should be on fire in those glutes. If you're not, I want you to comment to me that you didn't feel it. 3, 2, last one. Set it down. Ow. Right side. Here we go. Get that right elbow under that right shoulder. I bend my right knee to give me a nice foundation, but I still have my hips stacked. I'm not leaning back, and I'm not leaning forward. Engage those abdominals, and it will limit how much you can move those hips and the pelvis. We're lifting. Our neck is nice and long. If you feel like your neck is tight, I want you to take your chin to the floor and look down at that mat. You got this. I've lowered mine. If you need to lift yours up, I want you to stay here in this area with your hand on it. I'm dropping mine. Continue. 3. All right. Point the toes. Let's circle forward. Keeping that arm on it, one, helps give a little resistance, but it also helps you from just getting a little wild with your leg. Continue. Circling forward. I've got mine fairly low. I am having to modify on this side. Circle backwards. Keep going. All right, kicks to the front. On this side, I know I will need to make mine nice and short and sweet. I'll give you one representation of what I want. Bring it forward and back. Again, I will limit mine. It's going to be a small. Keep going. Let's get. Two more. Last one. Release. Come down on the back. Roll it down. We're going to curl up in a nice crunch position. Hold here. Reach a little higher. If you need to grab onto the thighs with a fingertip, do. Pull those abs in. Send that right leg up. Send that left leg up. Hold. You can drop those legs lower if you want to increase the intensity. I have to stay here. Right leg comes down. Left leg comes down. Reach right. Left. I am making mine really small. You can reach a little further if it's okay for your back. Come on, hang in there. Let's go. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Roll it down. Extend those arms overhead. Send those legs out nice and long. Let the body relax. Releasing that back from the floor. Walk those feet under the knees. Give me a couple windshield wipers here. Arms come to the sides. Right ankle crosses over the left thigh. Send that leg up. Nice glute stretch here. Focus on your breathing as you stretch. As you exhale, just allow yourself to just sink into a little more of that stretch. We're going to take that right ankle, place him a little further over that left leg, and drive that knee back. Woo! Doggies. That's right in that middle of that glute. One more breath. Set that left foot down. Uncross that right leg. Cross that left ankle over. Send it up. Relax your shoulders. Anytime we're stretching anything up these shoulders, you need to relax them. Let the neck relax. And we're going to lift that left ankle, place it a little further over that right leg, drive that knee in. Oh my goodness, that should intensify your stretch into that deep glute. You got me? Set that right foot down, uncross those legs. We're going to bring the feet, heels of the feet together. Let those knees drop open up from the knees. Bring that right arm across the chest. Switch, left arm across that chest. All right, take those hands. You may have to roll hip to hip, side to side. We're going to place them in the middle of the back. You can place each hand on top of each other. That's even great. Press the back of the arms into the floor. So elbows and arms are pressed into the floor, which will lift that chest a little bit. This is just a shoulder stretch, pulling those shoulders away from the ears, lifting through that chest. We're going to release, rock up off one hand, then the opposite hand. Knees come into the chest. Give yourself a little hug. Drop those knees over to the right. If you want to take a little deeper twist, you can take that top leg. Open up those arms to a T position. Look over that left arm. Twisting to the right. All right. Bring that knee across. We're going to drop those knees over to the right. Look over that right arm. Release. Bring those knees into the chest. Roll it up. I'm going to give you a little neck stretch. It's always good to stretch your neck after a core workout. Drop that left ear to that left shoulder. If you want a little more, take that right hand back behind you. So whatever side you're leaning that ear to, you're taking the opposite arm behind you. Feel a nice stretch through those scalenes. Good, release. Oh, that feels so good. Dropping the right ear to the right shoulder. Left arm back behind. Oh, release. All right, now you're feeling fired up, ready to get to work, right? Have a great day. Thanks for stopping in. It's good to be back online with you guys. See you next week, hopefully.
you, Mom and Dad.